Today we're talking about the top free channels on Fire Stick. Specifically, we're going to cover 7 of our favorites: Crackle, Pluto TV, IMDb TV, Tubi, TED, Filmrise, and Spotify.
We won't go into a ton of depth about each one, but we will show you what each looks like on the Amazon Fire TV Stick. Now let's dive into one of the top free apps on Fire Stick, Crackle. Crackle is known for its comedy content, but it has a lot more than that. Launching it gives you the option to create an account for free or just start watching. The benefit to creating an account is that you can then use the My Crackle feature to save shows and movies that you can then watch later. On the left, you'll see a Watch Now option, which lets you watch live TV, followed by TV shows, movies, My Crackle, and search. Clicking on any one of those options displays an additional menu, which further lets you filter content. So in movies, for example, you can look at Crackle Originals, comedy, drama, horror, action, sci-fi, and more. You can also sort titles by A to Z, Z to A, or recently added. When you find a category of content you want to explore, click it and browse through the titles. Clicking on any title brings up more information about it, including a little summary on some about why it crackles. I think what I was most surprised by was the amount of free content here on Crackle.
Yeah, there are some good options in there. Now let's move on to another option for getting free live TV on the Fire Stick, and that's Pluto TV. What makes this one of the best free channels on Fire Stick is its free live TV offering. You literally watch over 100 channels for free. You don't have to create an account, but doing so lets you create a watch list, which makes it easier to quickly access what you want to watch. Along the top, you can filter content by live TV or on demand. A grid guide lets you browse through available content and options on the left, like live TV shows, movies, favorites, entertainment, classic TV, comedy, and kids. They help you filter the content to find what you want to watch. There are a lot of great content categories and too many to go over here, but we've done a Pluto TV review video that covers it more in depth, so watch that to learn more.
Yeah, let's move on to a third app to get free TV and movies on Fire Stick, IMDb TV. You may have noticed Amazon began promoting this free streaming service to you a while back. That's because it bought IMDb TV. It has a nice selection of hit TV shows and top movies. You don't need to create an account either. You can just start watching. You can search for something by title in the search bar at the top of the screen, or you can start scrolling to see recently added movies, TV shows, popular movies, and TV shows like Mad Men and Schitt's Creek. They also organize content by movie of the week, which is helpful if you don't know what you're in the mood for. They even have a selection of videos on what to watch to help you find something you'll enjoy on the platform.
That's pretty cool for a free streaming service. All right, let's talk about another free TV app on the Fire Stick, Tubi. If you have Netflix, Tubi is a great free service to complement your subscription because it has a content category for stuff not on Netflix. You can search by title in the top bar or select Browse to search for just about every genre you can think of. You can also search by collection or channel. It's owned by Fox, so you get access to a lot of their content. There are live news feeds, lots of free TV shows, and retro titles like B-list movies featuring now A-list actors.
What I like about Tubi is that it has kids content and even has kids content in Spanish. Kids can watch safely by clicking Tubi Kids. That's super handy, especially for a free service. Now let's look at another free app on Fire, TED. Do you like watching TED Talks online? Well, you can do it through your TV with the TED app. You can search for anything with the magnifying glass or browse content by featured topics and playlists. Within each category, titles will appear that are organized by different themes like personal growth, technology, psychology, your money and your mind, fighting racism, editor's picks, and more. When you see something you like, click on it to learn more about it and the author. And you can add it to your favorites, which will then be collected under My Talks. You can also watch playlists that TED has curated based on topics.
Yeah, TED is a great resource for informative and sometimes transformative content, John. Now, let's talk about another top free channel on Fire Stick, Filmrise. A lot of people like Filmrise for its expansive collection of movies and TV shows that are all free. They have things that can be harder to find, like UK crime dramas and comedies, as well as movies. Their app makes it easy to search for anything, or to browse TV and movies by their many different categories. One thing we wish they did differently with their layout is place their suggested channels closer to the top. As it is, you have to scroll down to the bottom to see Filmrise collections of westerns, true crime, action, sci-fi, horror. Now, clicking on any one of those categories brings up TV and movie content to explore. It's great. We just think they need to put it at the top instead of burying it at the bottom.
Yeah, for sure, Nicole. Okay, let's talk about our final free channel on Fire Stick, Spotify. Spotify is a free music streaming service that also has a paid option. We've listened to it on our smartphones and computers for years, but we're surprised to find that we could also log in to our account and listen to music through the Spotify app on Amazon Fire TV. You just launch it and you'll see all the controls you're used to seeing in the other places you listen to it. You can browse by different genres of music, create playlists, search by artist, song, and album. And having it on your TV is a nice option if you have good speakers and want to put it on in the background during a dinner party or just while you're puttering around the house.
Yeah, that's right, John. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a minute to discuss a new way that Amazon is giving people to watch these free live TV channels within the Fire Stick. Amazon is rolling out what it says is the most extensive user experience update it's ever made to the Fire TV Stick. We won't go into detail here, but we do have a video coming out in a few days on the new experience, so check that out. If you've used Fire TV for years like we have, you may or may not have the new experience rolled out to you just yet. The new experience is available on Fire TV devices that meet minimum performance requirements. First generation Fire TV and Fire TV Stick devices will not be supported. Support for the Fire TV Stick second generation and Fire TV Smart TVs is coming later this year.
The first thing you'll notice is a skinny bar right in the middle of the screen. Moving from left to right, you'll see your profile, a home button, find button, live button, a selection of apps, an option to see all your apps and channels, and then settings. What we want to show you quickly here is the live button. When you click it, a grid-like guide opens with all of the live TV channels from your paid and free apps listed in one convenient place. So on ours, Fire TV Recast channels are there, which is where we can watch the local channels we get through our antenna, which, by the way, is a terrific way to get your locals if you're thinking about cutting the cord. For one upfront cost, you get all your local channels free for life. If you want to know more about that, watch our video on how to cut the cord. When you scroll down through the live guide on Fire TV, you'll see channels from other apps too, like Sling TV, Pluto, Tubi, and whatever else you are subscribed to. It can get a bit lengthy, but if you're just in the mood to watch something live and don't want to scroll through a bunch of app interfaces, this is an easy way to do it. You can also get to this live TV guide by scrolling down on the home screen and clicking Guide beneath the On Now category heading.
Yeah, and Amazon did something similar with news too. So when you click on the tile labeled simply News, you'll see free and paid news content from apps that you're subscribed to in a grid layout. Well, that does it for this review. However, we have reviewed other top free TV streaming services, so you can watch that video for more great apps to try. And if you want to cut the cord and you want fewer commercials than what you'll see with these totally free services, try something like Hulu, which costs $5.99 a month and offers a ton of on-demand content with fewer commercials than you'll experience on these options.
That's a great suggestion, Nicole. Okay, tell us what your favorite free TV app is in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you can be notified of our new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.